evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Paulo Del Rosario.
We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Mela Tunay. In tonight's game plan,
Giannis Antetokounmpo scores 42 points, but the Milwaukee Bucks falls to Phoenix in Game 2. Are we back to chanting, Suns in 4, Suns in 4? How much help does Ynares need from the Bucks?
then we'll catch up with our young heroes from Gilas, Pilipinas. Dwight, Ramos, and Navarro join us live.
And we get an exclusive with number 4 ranked welterweight in the UFC, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, ahead of his co-main event this weekend at UFC 264. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. Pinoy hoop fans, if you think that our stomachs are already full of basketball action with Gilas Pilipinas and the NBA, well, things are about to get even better. I say this with all the happiness in the world. The PBA is back. The 46th season will begin on July 16 at the Ynares Sports Arena in Pasig City. No fans are allowed in the venue yet, but be sure to catch the action live on TV5, One Sports, and PBA Rush. Grabe ng sobrang yata ako sa excitement doon. But now, let's head on to the NBA Finals, where the Phoenix Suns have successfully defended their home court, taking a 2-0 series lead over the Bucks. Devin Booker leads the way with 31 points for the Suns, and Mikal Bridges had a career game with 27 big ones. Giannis had a spectacular performance with 42 points for the Bucks, but had little to no help from Chris Middleton and Drew Holiday, who combined for 28 points. Now that the Suns are halfway to the championship, tonight we have the perfect guest, right? She's the perfect guest for this one to talk about the NBA Finals. None other than the queen of the desert herself. I don't know if that's desert or dessert, not sure. NBA hype analyst, Camille Clarin.
Hello, guys.
Sorry, we had to wait for the graphic there. But Mela, sinabi ko nga sa kanina that Camille is the perfect one for this. And it's just crazy how she predicted everything to work out for Phoenix so far.
Yeah, you were actually telling me earlier that she was the only one who predicted that the Suns will make it to the NBA Finals. Now, with that, Camille, since your money's obviously with the Phoenix Suns, how hyped are you that the Suns are 2 wins away from the NBA championship?
I'm chilling. I predicted this from the start. Well, honestly, I didn't predict them to win because we all thought Brooklyn would get there. But honestly, I'm so happy. I never thought that my picks would actually turn out right, as Paolo kind of tried to discuss with me when I first brought it. He asked me, did I do any research on my bracket? I was like, no. But turns out you don't need research to predict the right thing.
What do you need, Camille? What do you need?
You need luck, you need smarts, and you need to be me.
Oh my goodness. All right, so before I lose my head over that one, looking at what the Suns did today, they got everything from their big three. Devin Booker, Chris Paul, and Mikal Bridges actually turned out to be that third member of that big three today. You're surprised that Mikal Bridges did what he did?
Yeah, honestly. But the thing is with the Phoenix Suns, they have so many low-key players that can pop up at any time. Sometimes you think it's a super team that they're facing. But really, I think it's the Phoenix Suns have the perfect player for every position, something that the Milwaukee Bucks definitely lack. So it's just a matter of time. So one of the Camerons popped off, but now today was Mikal Bridges' day. And honestly, I can't wait. Maybe we're going to have another young gun kind of step up to the plate.
Speaking about young guns, Mela, si Camille kasi, she's probably the youngest analyst that we have here. And so we're going to go to a veteran now, actually, looking at tweets coming from Kendrick Perkins that he made during the Suns. And, if you know anything about Kendrick Perkins, you know that he will always have takes that you will agree or not agree with. So we're going to run through a few of them And Camille, we're gonna ask you whether or not you agree. So, ito ang una. And yes, so let's read the first one here.
Yeah, Camille, do you agree that Giannis was the most dominant player in Game 2?
I mean, stats don't lie, 40, 41, 42
Yeah.
points. Yeah, I think he's the most dominant, but doesn't mean he's the most effective.
Wow, you know what? That makes sense. So it feels like he's stat padding to you, right?
I mean, not necessarily. I feel like he's just trying to do as much as he can to put his team on his shoulders, but obviously it's not enough.
All right. So Mela, what's the next one?
Next, we have Booker and CP3 put Holiday and Middleton in a body bag tonight.
Do you
Yeah,
think that's
hot
true?
take, yeah,
Really?
for sure.
Okay. I mean, like,
I mean, you saw Drew Holiday. He was trying to put up a bunch of shots in the beginning, which is good because he needs, Milwaukee needs players to step up. So get your confidence early. But Chris Middleton, man, that guy is taking a back seat, and we saw him earlier in the playoffs. So this guy needs to get checked real quick before they go down 0-3.
yeah, looking at Chris Middleton, I kind of feel for him because it feels like he's running in quicksand. The more he tries, the more he sinks. So let's see if that changes soon. This next one's interesting, Mela.
Yeah, let's see. Next key point on the tweet, Monty is coaching circles around Bud.
Is he?
Yes.
Is he?
As you know, me and Boss Boom. Boss Boom has some words from, Bud, but I think his influence definitely.
Quiet
might
words.
take
He has
on Bud.
words that he won't say out loud, but yes.
Yeah, but as we can see, Bud obviously came into game 2 with a great plan, kind of adjusted to whatever happened in game 1. But Monty Williams makes the changes you need in game.
Yeah.
And once he changes that in game thing, Bud is lost once again.
And he had one of the best quotes of the series so far when Monty Williams was talking to DeAndre Ayton during a timeout, and he said that the reason why he feels so down is because he set his level so high and hasn't reached it yet. So great coaching moment there. And this next one's also interesting. I don't know if I agree with this one in particular, but Mela, this next line in that tweet.
All right, the Suns' IQ is way too high for the Bucks. What do you think?
Collectively, yes.
Collectively.
I think that they work so well together, and I feel like CP3 is kind of like the mastermind behind it. I'm pretty sure we all saw the highlight of that possession where they passed the ball maybe 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
Devin Booker almost chucked up a bad foul shot, but then they got the bucket, and I think it has to do with CP3 and Monty's connection with each other. I think they're creating a great culture of high game IQ, and obviously the Bucks need to follow in their footsteps because, it's not showing on their end.
It just feels so strange saying that a team with a guy like PJ Tucker is not getting it done, especially on one end of the floor. But this last one's interesting.
Yeah.
This last line, Mela, take it away.
Camille, question of the night. Suns in 6, yes or no?
I predicted Suns in 6 last time,
Yeah.
so I'll go with Suns in 6.
Suns in
benefit
6,
of the doubt.
okay.
Giannis is hungry. Chris Middleton has yet to erupt, and I think he's definitely due for a big game. And yeah, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But, Phoenix all the way.
That doesn't go with the chant. The chant is Suns in 4, Suns in 4. But whatever, Camille, you're normally right with this, so let's see. We're now looking at the other side, though. The Bucks really didn't have a lot of help for Giannis Antetokounmpo. In fact, look, we're gonna show you how it feels like. At least take a look at that. Drew and Chris Middleton in Game 2. That's how it felt like for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Miss after miss. I love that guy. I love that guy. And honestly, do you feel that if they don't shape up, Giannis won't be enough to carry this beyond a Game 5?
The guy had 42 points this game. What more can he really do? Even 50 points, I don't know if that's going to take it for them. They really need somebody to step up, and that's what everyone in the Phoenix Suns are doing. 3 players in the 20s, 1 player in the 30s.
Yeah.
That's a pretty even, stat output, and the Bucks obviously are falling way under that. So as much as Giannis can score, he needs someone to pick up that slack. Obviously, because he's also, not 100% and not 100% with 42 points. Already asking for so much.
Camille, your thoughts are always welcome here, even though that half of them are insulting to my beliefs. But Camille, thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us,
Thank you.
Camille. Now, after the break, we'll catch up with Gilas Pilipinas, Dwight Ramos and Will Navarro. They join us live when the game returns. Welcome back to the game. Alongside Paolo Del Rosario, I'm Mela Tunay. Gilas Pilipinas rising stars Dwight Ramos and William Navarro may have shown what Philippine basketball is all about in the world stage, but will they be able to handle our questions and challenges for today? Let's find out as we welcome the saint of Gilas Pilipinas, Dwight Ramos, and Gilas small forward William Navarro. Dwight and William, welcome to the game.
Hello.
Hi guys! Kamusta naman? How has life been turning out for you guys so far?
Dwight, let's start with you. Hi, Dwight. Sorry, you're on mute, brother. We gotta get used to this Zoom setup here. All right, Dwight. You know what? You gotta give us some extra energy after that one. How you doing? How are you feeling right now after that entire OQT experience?
Yeah, the OQT. I mean, I didn't get to play in the OQT, so I was just watching with the front row seat. I was pretty excited for my teammates. They played hard, and it was pretty watching them.
William, ikaw naman. Kumusta ka naman? I know that you're one of the quieter guys on the team, pero on the court, parang ingay mo. Grabe.
I was just very happy to be part of the team, and new experience, especially playing against the best of the best. So yeah, I was just very happy.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, right now, kasi let's be fair here, because of the fact that you guys made a lot of news over in the OQT and over in the FIBA Asia Cup qualifiers, this is probably your 50th interview since the two tournaments. So instead of asking about the tournament itself, we're gonna ask you about your teammates. In fact, we're gonna play a little game that we like to call the Pakitang Gilas Awards. There, yan. May graphics pa kami dyan para sa inyo. Starring William Navarro and Dwight Ramos. So, we're going to play a game and we're going to ask you to to name the player that fits the description that we are going to give. So, the best blank in Gilas Pilipinas. Okay, so Mela, how do we start here? What's the first category?
Laglagan portion na to.
Oh, laglagan to eh.
The first question is, who is the funniest or the prankster in the team? Dwight, for you.
Carl Tamayo.
Yeah.
Carl Tamayo. Alright, William, para sa'yo?
I agree. Si
Okay,
Carl.
bakit si Carl? Anong ginagawa niya? William, ilaglag mo na. Sabihin mo na, lahat.
Medyo madaldal pero in a good way. Yeah, nagpapasaya siya. So yeah, we're always laughing when he's around.
Dwight, any reason?
He's just funny to be around. I mean, on the bus, in the hotels, it's just fun to be around him. He's always joking around and making us laugh.
Okay.
I think it's also because he's the youngest, though.
Yeah.
Our next question, though, the noisiest or the loudest in the team, other than the two of you,
Okay. Dwight.
The loudest, I don't know. It's probably Carl too. He's probably the loudest.
You know, Carl's not coming out great in this segment so far. Dwight, he ain't. But then he's the loudest off the court. On the court, who do you think that is?
On the court, I'll say Mike.
Really? All right. No, that makes sense. If you watch the games, you hear that a lot. Para sa'yo naman, William. Different
Yes.
answer naman. Wag na si Carl. Go.
Okay, wait, let me think. Maybe... sino ba?
Kaya mo yan.
I would say... I don't know eh. Basta Mike talaga is the... On the court, he's the
On the court, si
loudest
Mike.
one. He's trying to be very vocal talaga.
Ano mo, may lang bait talaga ni William, na?
nga.
Sobra. Masyadong mabait yata to eh. Oo.
Pero
Okay.
next natin, the most energetic or active in the team. Feeling ko si Carl na naman to.
Oo,
Pao.
baka si Carl na naman to eh.
Dwight.
I'll give that to RJ.
RJ. All right, why? What is it about him?
He got the young energy. He's always, trying to do TikToks. He's on the court. He's super loud, and he's always going hard. He has a lot of energy. I'll give him that award.
All right. William, sino?
Okay, I'm gonna say maybe Kai.
Sorry? Can you say that
Kai
again?
Soto.
Kai Soto, really? He seems like such a chill guy.
I'm imagining kayo
Oo
doing
nga eh.
TikTok today.
Oh, hindi. Nakita ko yung mga TikTok ni Kai eh. Actually, kaya niya yun eh. Pero, William, among all the TikTok that was made in I guess sort of connected to that last question, amongst all the TikToks made during your experience, what's your favorite TikTok so far? Kasi I have a few favorites as well eh.
Maybe the one when nasa ano kami nun eh, sa may, saan to? Nung FIBA FIBA Asia.
Oo.
Yung sila Balti, sila...
Oo.
ano to?
Ano, sa'yo ba yan?
Hindi.
Hindi. Sige,
Wala sila yun.
Oo, alam mo, hanapin na lang namin.
Yeah.
Hanapin nyo na.
Or better yet, make a new one na lang.
Oh, gawa na yung
Naabangan
bago.
natin.
Dwight, can you help him out with that one, please?
Which one?
Give
was that?
He needs a new TikTok. William needs a new TikTok.
I'm not a TikToker either.
I know, bro. I saw you dancing to BTS a while back, so I don't know about that one. All right, so we move on to this one. So yung pinakasabaw sa team, who's the most sabaw? I'm assuming that you guys know what that means. And I don't know, if you look at the guy that just feels, like you just lose all sense of everything once you hang out with them. William, ikaw na lang muna kasi ginagaya mo lang yung mga sagot ni Dwight eh.
Ikaw naman mauna. Sabaw.
Siguro si Balti.
Si Balti. Okay. Dwight?
Can I get a definition for sabaw first?
I was expecting this to happen already. Pao.
All right. So paano yan, Mela?
Sabaw, feel ko the one who doesn't know what's happening around him most of the time. Slow, something like that. Right?
Is it slow?
Sabaw?
Oo eh.
Yeah, parang slow.
It's like, how do we explain this? William, patulong naman dito.
Slow and pick
how do you explain sabaw? Lutang. Ano yung lutang sa
It's
English?
really like, when they don't know what's going around, maybe.
They're like,
Don't get-
All right. With that description, with William's description, who's that guy?
I'll give it to Anj.
And really? I see that though. I see that. He talks so slow sometimes and it makes you feel that way, I guess, right? All right.
Sometimes it's funny. It's like he's thinking about something else.
I got you. Okay, yeah. Sabaw yata yun eh.
oo.
No? Oo.
Maraming iniisip.
Okay, sige. Ano
What
na next,
about
Mela?
the most matakaw or the one who's always hungry?
I like how
William.
may translation na tayo eh. Kailangan ni Dwight eh.
I know that one.
Yeah. All right, Dwight?
Who's always hungry? It's probably Anj too.
Man, you know what? Again, you're picking on guys. You got Carl Tamayo a while ago, Anj earlier. But you know what? Since we're running out of time, we got to wrap this up in just a bit. But I just need your quick thoughts here. 30 Ravenna, a lot of people are saying he received an offer rather to join Gilas Pilipinas. How helpful do you think he's going to be in your future competitions, Dwight?
Yeah, I think he's going to be a big help with he's a bigger guard, and with his experience playing in Japan now, hopefully he can come and teach us a couple things, and so we're excited to have him if that's
It
what he
works
wants
out.
to do.
William, agree ka ba?
Yeah, for sure. Kasi he's been with the system also Ateneo days, so for sure he'll be helping us a lot for sure.
Dwight, William, salamat ulit. Again, I doubt this is going to be the last interview you're going to have in the next few days. So, thank you very much. All right, after the break, we'll go inside a game of UFC welterweight contender Stephen Wonderboy Thompson as he gets set to face Gilbert Burns this weekend at UFC 264. Stay tuned, you're watching the game.
Welcome back to the game. Volleyball fans will have to put some of their fantasy matchups on hold for the upcoming Premier Volleyball League season as the F2 Logistics cargo movers announced that they are pulling out of the Open Conference. The team says they've made the move due to challenges with training, logistics, and injury recovery, but they assured fans that they are looking forward to join the next conference, saying, quote, "It's not a no for us, but a not yet," end quote.
Now, this is a bit of downer for F2 fans. On the flip side, we will still be seeing them on action later on in the season. And Mela, grabe yung statement nila. It's not a no, not yet. Grabe, parang may hugot yun eh. Oo, parang I felt it for some people eh. You know, when they talk about injury recovery and all of that, I don't think people realize na minsan, kapag nagtitraining ka ulit after a very long time, kahit yung mga zoom, it doesn't compare to the real thing. And kapag nabibigla yung katawan, some things don't work out the way you expect them to.
That's right. And I think for a fact na F2 is one of the teams na late na pumasok ng training bubble. Parang they felt the pressure na maghabol dahil malapit na yung liga, and it resulted to a couple of injuries from the past na bumabalik or new ones developing. So it's really hard for every team. I'm sure it's not just F2 who's been experiencing this, but maybe sila yung pinakang greatly affected by the injuries.
Yeah, so again, all the best to every member of the F2 F2 trying to recover from injury, and hopefully we get to see you soon in the PVL. Now moving on to the MMA fight weekend. Number 4 ranked welterweight Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is looking for one more push into the title picture as he faces Gilbert Burns in the co-main event of UFC 264. Our very own Carlo Pamintuan caught up with Wonderboy in this latest edition of Inside the Game.
Stephen, in your only fight during the time of COVID-19, there were no fans. How hyped are you not just to be a part of a huge fight card, but to be able to fight again in front of fans?
Yes, man. I mean, this card is just simply amazing. I mean, just to be a part of the Conor McGregor, and having Conor McGregor on your card, I mean, it's going to be nuts. I was there for UFC 205 at Madison Square Garden. He was main event. I was co-main event, and we're doing it all over again for this. But it's great to have the fans back. It was a pretty cool experience the first time in December not having fans, but man, the fans give you such a vibe, such a different amount of energy when you step out there. You want to fight harder, you know, when you're out there, when the fans cheering you on. So it's going to be amazing.
Stephen, you suffered through a rough patch in your career from late 2016 to early 2019. Can you tell us what was the most difficult part in facing those challenging times, and what or who helped you snap out of it?
Well, I think what was kind of devastating was, you know, most of those I felt like I had won, you know, the Tyron fights, the Darren Till fights. The only one I felt like I had lost was the Anthony Pettis fight, one where I got knocked out, one that I was winning and ended up getting knocked out. But, you know, you can't let those get you down. I mean, things are going to happen and you can't go back and fix it. So you can always look to the future and work harder, keep a positive mindset. I always keep, you know, a handful of friends and family around me. tight-knit people that keep me positive. And I've been doing that for since I ended up injuring my knee back in 2005, which helped me get through that. Those those close friends and family help you get through those hard times. And that's what I did, man. I stayed positive and stayed on the grind.
How excited are you to finally face off against a top 5 fighter this time around?
Oh, I'm super excited. The UFC was there for a little bit, and I was thinking they were trying to make me a gatekeeper, but now they finally give me somebody in the top 5. I mean, it was kind of difficult to get somebody in the top 5 because a lot of guys were turning it down. But Gilbert gave me that chance, man, and hats off to the guy, man. I really do appreciate him taking this fight. So he's going to be tough, man. I know he's good everywhere. He's got a good striking, good jiu-jitsu, good wrestling. But wherever the fight goes, I'm going to be prepared for it.
Stephen, you said that 2021 will be your year. You'll be a UFC champion in 2021. So this fight is basically a make or break for you to fulfill that statement. Can you just describe the camp that you had to go through in preparation for it?
I go through all my camps fairly the same. I got to bring some really good high-level guys in. I didn't have Chris Weidman in this camp because of his injury, but I had Ryan Hall, Carlos Machado, some really good, my buddy Coach Brian Davini, and my buddy Giannis, who's helped me really tone in my takedown defense and my jiu-jitsu for this camp. Obviously, every fight starts standing up, and he's going to have to get me down in order to use that jiu-jitsu, and I'm going to make it as hard for him as possible. So I'm feeling confident for this fight. I feel like my takedown defense, I'm confident in that I can keep it standing.
Most of the top fighters, as you said, in the division have all lost to the UFC welterweight champion. Do you think it's just a coincidence that you haven't fought yet, or do you feel like you've been overlooked? Because Jorge Masvidal got a couple of shots. As you said, Covington might get a second shot. Why not you? Why not Stephen Wonderboy Thompson?
That's a good question. I don't think I talk enough trash to Kamaru Usman like the rest of these guys. I'm the NMF, man. I don't do that kind of stuff. And I know the UFC, they're kind of into that at the moment. They're into the trash talking. So, but that's just not me. So I believe that's probably the reason why.
All of those kids that have been training under you, of course, they see you as a teacher, as a coach, and as a hero in the fight game. You really can't disappoint them coming in the fight against Gilbert, right? You have to win for them.
Well, every time I step out there, I want to win for my family and friends and all my coaches and sparring partners who sacrificed themselves for me to get to where I am. That's always in my head. But losing is not a fear, really, for me. I've lost. I've been knocked out. I believe not going out there and performing to the best of my ability what scares me most. Is I trained really hard for this fight, and that's the mindset I've kind of taken to this level, especially at this age in my life, this time in my life. It's about not performing the way I know I can perform.
Just a final question. How many minutes would go by before Gilbert Burns tries to shoot one against you?
That's the question. That's the good old question everybody's thinking about, probably, especially myself. I don't know, man. I know once I start piecing him up, standing up, he's going to want to shoot, pretty much like everybody else I face in the UFC. So we'll see what happens, man. It's going to be it's going to be a toss up to see when he does it. But whenever it does happen, I'm going to be ready for it for sure.
I cannot wait to see you fight again, especially against a top 5 fighter. Good luck on your next fight, Stephen Thompson.
Thank you, my friend. You have a good one.
That was our correspondent Carlo Pamintuan with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson on Inside the Game. Thank you for joining us. I'm Mela Tunay.
I'm Paulo De Rosario. This has been The Game. Have a good weekend.